Thank you for joining us again today on Pro Talk. Again, I'm Mike with Martin Exteriors and Shane Powell with GAF. We also have Chester Moberg, our service technician here at Martin Exteriors. Now that we've got the ice and water shield installed, it's time for step 2 of putting the roof on. Chester, if you want to come around here, we're going to start installing the synthetic drip edge. Shane, what are the benefits of using a synthetic felt paper?
Yeah, so the benefits there are, when you have tar paper, that can deteriorate pretty quickly underneath those shingles. So we recommend using a synthetic underlayment. So this synthetic underlayment, it's going to kind of act like a leak barrier in a sense that it's going to protect any wind-driven rain that gets to the shingles potentially on your wood decking, so your wood decking doesn't rot underneath.
Okay. And what's the proper way, or what's the best thing to use to install the felt paper?
So when you're installing this, you're going to want to overlap 6 inches from your leak barrier, right? If we have any rain, we don't want to make sure that gets underneath our leak barrier, right? We want to go over the top and drain out. And we always recommend to use either cap nails, that's the best recommendation, or cap staples.
Okay, so now Chester is going to install the felt paper over top of the ice and water shield.
As you can see, Chester's going every other placement here, and when he gets to the next row, he's going to do every other on the opposite side. So the importance of that is we want to make sure that if we get any wind, if this roof is going over a 2-day period, we're not going to get any wind to uplift this off the roof. So that's also why we use the cap nails instead of just putting a nail through. If you just put a regular nail through, the ability for the wind to take this and just tear it off is a lot easier. So that's why you use cap nails.
Does it also help with safety, with the guys walking on it when they're installing it, from it not sliding or tearing or anything like that?
Definitely, yeah. If you got guys walking on your roof and you don't have these cap nails, the ability to tear right through is a big safety hazard. The other thing is, during installation, you make it really easy for the guys, right? You can simply see it, you know where to put your nails, and it makes the install a lot easier.
Perfect. Go ahead and finish her up, Chester. As you can see, we now have the felt paper installed and trimmed everything off on the edges. And what we did is we had to run the felt paper over top of the cap. Shane, can you explain why that's important?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this over the top of the ridge here. We're actually still gonna cut in our ventilation, so we still get that ventilation. But again, we want protection all the way over the top of this roof where we're not gonna have any penetrations.
Awesome. Go ahead and cut that ridge vent in. So as he's cutting this in, this goes to show what Shane was talking about. We do still want the felt paper over the top, but we've now opened up the ridge vent for the ventilation. Next step is to install the drip edge. Shane, do you mind explaining what's important, why the drip edge is important?
Yeah, so the drip edge is important, just like we've talked several times already, right? We're talking about wind-driven rain, we're talking about water and making sure that water is shedding off of the roof. So the drip edge allows for protection on your rake edges, so you don't have any wind-driven rain that's going to get underneath your deck board, so you want protection there as well.
Okay. All right, now it looks like we've got the roof all prepped with our ice and water shield, our felt paper, as well as our roof edging, such as gutter apron and drip edge. Thanks for joining us again today on Pro Talk with Mike with Martin Exteriors, Shane Powell with GAF, and Chester Moberg with us today. Give us a call today for your roofing needs, 833-MARTIN-1.